The views, opinions, or comments expressed on this program does not reflect the views, opinions, or comments of the radio station or its management.
You are tuning into Sports Geek with Sponelo Ngobo, only on Nirvana World FM. Your beat, your music. Halala. It is Saturday, the 17th of June 2023, a day after South Africa commemorated the Soweto uprising that occurred way back in 1976, the 16th of June. It is when it is called the Youth Month. Hoping you enjoyed your youth public holiday yesterday, the 16th of June, wherever you are within South African borders. Oh yes, last week in the Comrades Marathon, we predicted that Gerda Steyn, judging by the current form that she is in, it was possible that she was going to smash Fritz van der Merwe's record that she set all the way back in 1989. That is 34 years ago. That is a long time before even Gerda Steyn was even born. Oh yes, we were so right. She went on and smashed that 34 years old record of 5 hours, 58 minutes and 43 seconds. Gerda Steyn went on and set her new record of 5 hours, 44 minutes and 54 seconds. Job well done indeed by our own Gerda Steyn, all the way from the Free State. In the men's race, Tete Tijana went on and defended his title that he won last year, and this time around he went on and did it in style and set a new record after breaking David Khatebe's record that he set all the way back in 2016. Tete Tijana this time around setting a new Comrades down run record of 5 hours, 13 minutes and 58 seconds. A job well done indeed by Tete Tijana, 24 years old, very, very young man indeed. Judging by the way he's doing, it looks like this guy is still going to go on and break as many records as possible. A job well done, Tete Tijana. Congratulations to Gerda Steyn as well, who also set that new women's down run record. Both of these athletes, they each walked away with a minimum of 1.2 million rands. Oh, jealous on me. I am so jealous. I just can't help it. Surely some other guys out there, they chose great careers. Gerda Steyn and Tete Tijana, like I said, both of them walking away with a minimum of 1.2 million rands each. Roland Garros has come and gone. Oh yes, the records were set last weekend when the curtain finally came down in the French Open. Starting with the women's tournament, Iga Swiatek saw herself joining that elite league, the league of the athletes or tennis stars who had won the French Open 3 times. The likes of Serena Williams, Monica Seles, they have done it and they won the French Open 3 times. In so doing, Iga Swiatek defended her title and in so doing saw herself joining that elite league of French Open, 3 times French Open winners. While in the men's side, Novak Djokovic went on and set a new Grand Slam record. We remember that he was tied up at 22 Grand Slam wins with the Spaniard, the king of clay, Rafael Nadal. But with Rafael Nadal struggling from that injury, it was all left to Novak Djokovic to comfortably go all the way and set the new Grand Slam win. And he did that in style when he beat Casper Ruud and saw himself be winning the Grand Slam, stretching it to 23 times. Job well done indeed to Novak Djokovic. And he's 36 years old, but the way, the energy level that he has, oh my, you just cannot tell that the guy is 36 years old. Looking at the semi-finals, how he outsmarted the 20 years old Alcaraz, you couldn't tell at all that the man is really aging. Is he like wine? He really ages gracefully. In domestic rugby, all things are shaping up this afternoon. We know that the semi-finals are getting underway. Last week we saw the round 14, which was the last stage of the round robin, came to an end, and the top 4 teams that are going to contest the semi-finals were confirmed. The leaders, the table toppers, the boys all the way from the Free State, that is Toyota Cheetahs, they came up number 1. And number 2, we've got the Durban franchise, that is Sal Sea Sharks. Number 3, the defending champions, Link Pumas. And the 4th place was taken by the boys from the Jacaranda City, that is Vodacom Blue Bulls. The first semi-final gets underway this afternoon in Bloemfontein, that is Toyota Stadium. The table toppers, Free State Toyota Cheetahs, rather, they welcome the boys from the capital city, Vodacom Blue Bulls. While in Durban Sal Sea Sharks, they welcome the defending champions in the foremanship of Link Pumas, all the way from Mpumalanga, Kombombela. Last weekend, Manchester City's treble dream finally became a reality. They did that in style when they beat Inter Milan at Istanbul by 1 goal to nil. The goal that was scored by the Spaniard Rodrigo. Wow! Congratulations indeed are in order for the Blue Moon, for Pep Guardiola and his blue troops. They did that in style for the first time ever. That Manchester City, they eventually saw themselves achieving that treble, and as the cherry on top, they finally won that elusive Champions League. Surely, since Saturday night, the half of Manchester had been singing to this song. It looks like we're not coming right. Let's give it a try one more time. Surely, Manchester following Manchester City's trouble dream and finally winning that elusive Champions League. The half of Manchester surely was chanting to this one. Surely, when Manchester City were doing those celebrations, singing to this chant, surely they are across town rivals, Manchester United, the chest pains were killing the Red Devils. Why? They had one or two reasons. One of them is that, well, remember that in England, only Manchester United only did that treble, only achieved that treble. So when they are across town rivals, Manchester City did that last week. They definitely dented Manchester's record and compromising Manchester United's bragging rights for being the only team who achieved that treble, and that was way back in 1999 rather. Surely Manchester United, they just couldn't stand seeing Manchester City doing those celebrations, achieving exactly what they did all the way back in 1999. So, for the record, only on the two English teams that have achieved the treble, they both come from Manchester. That is Manchester United, the Red Devils, and Manchester City. Wow, the Blue Moon. The Marsh talked about cricket series. That is the Ashes. That is the series that takes place between Australia, Becky Greens, and England. It finally got underway yesterday. The first match taking place at the Edgbaston in Birmingham, England. The home side won the toss and elected to bat first. Oh wow, what a cheeky way to start those innings. Duckett, from the first ball, he took Australia's bowler, who also served as doubles as the captain, that is Pat Cummins. He smashed him for 4 on the first ball. What a cheeky and arrogant way to start such a tense series with a boundary on the first ball. Surely Duckett won, must say. He's very, very arrogant indeed. The home side went on to post 393, having lost 9 wickets, and then they declared, and then they forced the visitors, that is the Becky Greens, Australia, to come in and bat with only 30 minutes left. Australia at stumps were sitting at 14 runs for no loss. Oh, that's going to be a cracker indeed. That Ashes series gets underway in the next 20 minutes or so. Surely you don't want to miss that. It is going to be a cracker indeed, because surely in the cricket circles, in the test cricket circles, it doesn't get any bigger and better than the Ashes that is between Australia and England. That game is definitely going to be a cracker indeed. We saw Joe Root. He went on and posted 118 runs. That was his 30th test cricket. Bairstow also did pretty well indeed for himself. At some stage, he was dropped at 68. He went on and posted 78 runs. And Australia's bowler Nathan Lyon, wow, he did pretty well for himself. He took 4 wickets, just 1 wicket shy of that big 5, having considered 149 runs. Surely that Ashes, we're still going to be entertained concerning regarding that it is only the first game. 4 more test games to come on, and surely it's gonna be a cracker indeed. Still looking at Australia, just for the record, Australia, they haven't won the Ashes series. Listen to this: in the past 20 years in England. Will they do it this time around? Only time will tell. Still in cricket, the news that came out yesterday from Cricket South Africa is that South Africa will be touring Pakistan for the first time ever in cricket history. That the Proteas will be touring Pakistan. They will play 3 ODIs and 3 T20 games. That is in preparation of the Cricket World Cup that's going to take place later this year in October in India. Surely one cannot complain, considering the conditions that Pakistan is also part of the subcontinent conditions. So surely the conditions of Pakistan, they are definitely similar to those of India. Surely that is definitely going to be a good preparations indeed for the Proteas in a preparation for the Cricket World Cup that's going to get underway in India come October this year. A very good morning to you, wherever you are within South African borders and beyond. Don't you worry about a thing. We've got you covered. Don't you worry about a thing. We'll take care of the business. It is our responsibility to keep you entertained. It is our job to keep you informed. You are tuning in to Sports Geek with Sibonelo Ngcobo only on Nirvana World FM. Your beat, your music. You can always get in touch with us on our studio WhatsApp line number, which is 07-333-16934. The studio WhatsApp line number again is 07-333-16934. TikTok and Facebook, we are there as Nirvana World FM. Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, I'm there as Sibonelo Ngcobo. You can always get in touch with me, DM me, inbox me, whatever you want to call it. But one thing is certain is that I will definitely revert and return all your comments. I'm available there on that line 7 days a week. So you are guaranteed to get response from me anytime during the course of the week. Thank you so much to my colleague, that is DJ Powen. Wow, he brought us 10 kids. It was between 10 and 11 o'clock. Surely, I'm sure you had a jolly good time with DJ Powen. Catch him again next week, Saturday, between 10 and 11 o'clock as he brings you 10 kids. As always, don't dare forget to bring along your dancing shoes, because surely they will definitely come handy as DJ Powen gets everyone on the dance floor. And that's what DJ Powen does best, to keep all of you warmed up, dancing, getting the best out of you in as far as entertainment is concerned. You and I, we are together from now 11 till 1 p.m. Not that I'm complaining, I just love the sound of it. That's how they roll in the township. We're supposed to have our studio guest, and we're supposed to be talking netball with shops and demand, but he had a crisis he had to cancel this morning. So we'll still be looking at netball, what's happening in as far as the Telkom Netball League and the preparations for the Vitality Netball World Cup that's going to be taking place come next month in Cape Town ICC, which today, being the 17th of June 2023, makes it 41 days to go to that 28th of July, which is going to be the kickoff of that Netball World Cup. Bafana, they are playing this afternoon. The venue is FNB Stadium, and they will be taking on the Qatar World Cup 2022 semi-finalist, that is Morocco. Our Atlas Lions, they are in South Africa. They are playing Bafana this afternoon. Like I said, the venue is FNB Stadium. Let's hope the boys will do the country proud and make it a great send-off for their former Bafana coach, that is Clive Barker, who was buried on Thursday. They just dedicated that game to him. Clive the Dog Barker, who was a Bafana coach back in 1996 when Bafana won that historical African Cup of Nations. Our design Bafana design, and just do this for Bafana for Clive the Dog Barker. Let's quickly go for a breather. When we return, we'll be talking Telkom Netball League that's currently underway in Pretoria, the capital city, the Jacaranda city.
Ever heard a baby bellow at the top of its lungs in a public place, far from your best music track, right? For a more beautiful note, contact Nirvana Sounds for your studio and live recordings. We engineer sound to perfection according to your specifications. We ensure crisp and clear audio-video conversions and delight your function with sound, stage, and lights for hire. Our quotes are measurable to the ear. Contact us now on 03 945 7664. Nirvana Sounds, powered by Gospel World FM.
Welcome. This is your favorite station.
Rhythm is a dancer, it's a source companion. You could feel it everywhere.
Oh, thank you so much to Snap. Rhythm is the dancer. Is a dancer. Wow, talking of rhythm, if you haven't watched Telkom Netball League games that's currently on TV these days, you will be missing out on a lot of rhythm. If you were to check those ladies before every game starts, then every netball team gets to show us some rhythm. Whoa, they dance so nicely, all those ladies. I like the way the Telkom Netball League is facilitated, is coordinated. They bring some vibe in that Telkom Netball League. Still with Telkom Netball League, we saw the games yesterday. There are some games that took place last night. Let's quickly run down to some of the games that played yesterday. Power Pubs, they lost to Sunbeds by 43 to 40, while the Kingdom Stars lost to Cramans by 33 to 59. Diamonds 37, and then Tornadoes walked away victors with 44 runs, while Lilies, who are struggling, just cannot get a win even if their lives depended on it. They lost yet again to Comets by, listen to this, 60 to 23 goals. That is bad indeed. We recall that Lilies, they haven't won even a single game since the Telkom Netball League started. And then the big one, indeed, that was the Gauteng derby, which saw Gauteng Jaguars taking on the defending champions, that is Gauteng Fireballs. That game was a cracker of a game indeed. At some stage, Jaguars were dead and buried, and everyone was convinced that Gauteng Golden Fireballs were going to walk away victors. Oh my. Jaguars, they came back and till that game, till the last minute, which was not surprising to see Golden Fireballs only taking that match away with a mere 1 point lead. The final score was 45 to 44. Surely that was a game of the tournament so far. Looking by the way things are going, it looks like Golden Fireballs, they might just as well go on and defend their trophy, which they won last season, but it's not going to be easy at all. Gauteng Jaguars, they are surely bringing some performance of note. And then the Kingdom Queens, a eventually beat Sonneblom by 44 to 32. And then this afternoon, Tornadoes, they take on the struggling Lilies, while Aloes take on Flames. Kingdom Queens take on Sunbeds. And then the last one for the day is Stings will take on the Gauteng Jaguars. Who are the little bit of the dark horse? Should Gauteng Golden Fireballs flop? Gauteng Golden Jaguars will definitely be there to topple them, and we might just see a two-horse race between the Golden Fireballs and Gauteng Jaguars. It's going to be a tough one indeed. Still in netball today, being the 17th of June 2023, that definitely makes it 41 days away from that first center pass that is expected in the Vitality Netball World Cup, which is going to take place from the 28th of July till the 6th of August. It's going to be a 10 days tournament where 16 netball best countries will be converging down in the mother seat. I'm talking about the likes of your Australia, your defending champions, which is New Zealand, England. They will definitely be there. Jamaica will also be there. Which Jamaica, they are known to be a very, very physical side, and the unfortunate thing about Jamaica is that they're in the same group as South Africa. It's going to be a tough game indeed when South Africa eventually takes on those Jamaican girls. It's not going to be easy at all. It is going to be a cracker of the game. I believe that game is going to be one of the games that will determine or set the tone for South Africa, and then that's where we'll get to know where do our girls stand in as far as Netball World Cup is concerned. Do they stand any chance of finishing the tournament with at least the podium finish? Because surely those Jamaican girls, they are something else. They are so physical. So if you beat Jamaica, surely you might as well go all the way to the finals. Australia, New Zealand, defending champions, New Zealand and England, definitely they're going to be some tough teams to beat, because of recall that if we look at the top 5 world rankings, Australia, they are ranked number 1. Defending champions, New Zealand, are ranked at number 2. Number 3, we've got England. And then number 4, none other than the Jamaican girls. And then at number 5, South Africa, that is the Spa Proteas. Let's hope the girls will definitely do the country proud. I must also mention that I'm happy to learn that all the tickets involving Spa Proteas are sold out long time ago. That simply shows that the people are really aware, and the hype that has been created around the Vitality Netball World Cup that's going to be taking place in Cape Town for the first time ever, that this Netball World Cup is held on African soil. Let's hope the fans will definitely push our girls to over the line and make every South Africa proud. The whole Africa proud. Malawi will definitely be there. Malawi Flames, they are very strong side. There's hope they will be there to give South Africa support. Zimbabwean girls, they'll also be there. They are also not minnows, but I must mention that Malawian netball team is a genuine tough nut to crack. So I will also be expecting Malawi to go all the way, push those Aussies, push those New Zealanders all the way, and support and make the job a little bit easier for our girls. That is the Spa Proteas, and just maybe they go all the way to the final, or even better, win the Netball World Cup, for which it's going to be held for the first time ever on African soil. You are tuning into Sports Geek with Sponelo Ngobo, only on Nirvana World FM. Your beat, your music. Halala.
We
The best music variety live.
I threw a wish in the well. Don't ask me, I'll never tell. I looked to you as it fell, and now you're in my way. I trade my soul for a wish, pennies and dimes for a kiss. I wasn't looking for this, but now you're in my way. Your stare was holding, ripped jeans, skin was showing. Hot night, wind was blowing. Where you think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby. But here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number, so call me maybe. And all the other boys try to chase me, but here's my number, so call me maybe. You took your time with the call, I took no time with the fall. You gave me nothing at all, but still you're in my way. I beg and borrow and steal at first sight, and it's real. I didn't know I would feel it, but it's in my way. Your stare was holding, ripped jeans, skin was showing. Hot night, wind was blowing. Where you think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby. But here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number, so call me maybe. And all the other boys try to chase me, but here's my number, so call me maybe. Before you came into my life, I missed you so bad. I missed you so bad. I missed you so, so bad. Before you came into my life, I missed you so bad. And you should know that. I missed you so, so bad. It's hard to look right at you, baby. But here's my number, so call me maybe. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number, so call me maybe. And all the other boys try to chase me, but here's my number, so call me maybe. Before you came into my life, I missed you so bad. I missed you so bad. I missed you so, so bad. Before you came into my life, I missed you so bad. And you should know that, so call me maybe.
That was Carly Rae Jepsen, Call Me Maybe. Here's my number. Make use of it. Give me a call sometimes if your schedule permits. Before that, we got Damokela featuring Miss Mo Mackenzie. They gave us Oi Bataka. I'm not going to say much about that song. We record that this weekend, it is definitely the FIFA International Calendar Week. We are aware that the Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers, they are taking place in Africa. So as in Europe, they also have their own UEFA Euro 2024 qualifiers. There are some games that took place last night in Europe. Some of the games, just to look at the few of the games that got underway last night. Finland, they beat Slovenia by 2-0, while Greece beat Republic of Ireland by 2-1. England, they put 4 past Malta, who did not even make one shot at goal. Come on, Malta, you can do much better than that. And then the upset of the day, so the home side Wales, who were playing against Armenia, who are ranked number 97th in the world. Everyone was expecting Wales to walk away winners in that last night's encounter, but Armenia, they had other ideas. It wasn't to be there eventually. So the underdogs upsetting the host, which is Wales. They beat them by 4 goals to 2. And then elsewhere, the World Cup finalists, that is France, they put 3 past the underdogs, that is Gibraltar. And then, who's this? Denmark, they beat Northern Ireland by 1 goal to nil. While Turkey cruised past Latvia by 3 goals to 2. Kosovo and Romania, they played to a 0-all draw. While Israel, they put themselves cruising past Belarus by 2 goals to 1. While Kazakhstan thrashed San Marino by 3 goals to 0. UEFA Euro 2024 qualifiers, they continue this afternoon. Here is some of the fixtures that you can look forward to. Luxembourg takes on Liechtenstein, while Lithuania host Bulgaria. Who's this? Erling Haaland and his Norway troops, they host Scotland, while Estonia visit Azerbaijan. Hungary, they have a date with Montenegro, while Portugal, they welcome Bosnia. Austria, they take on Belgium. You can expect to see the likes of Lukaku and Kevin De Bruyne. They'll also be turning up for their national side, which is Belgium. And then Czech Republic will visit Faroe Islands. Iceland will host Slovakia, while Cyprus welcomes Georgia. And then the last one for the day, we'll see Albania welcome Maldiva. That is the UEFA Euro 2024 qualifiers that will be taking place this afternoon.
Tune in now for the best music experience on the net.
Ja meneer, waar is die karse papieren?
En voor, kom mula makokolo.
Jon, dit lijkt naar gesteelde kar.
Unini ngutshela kusikinza lento.
Wacht even jong. Meneer Van der Merwe, is MTN 904T rooi dit aan je computer?
Trafico, 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 Trafico,
That is the brothers of peace, traffic cop. Ibize moyene. This car asikinza man. For the benefit of our listeners who do not know what is ikinza is, kinza is the stolen car. Ibize moyene, traffic cop. Asikinza. This is not a stolen car. Time now, it is 7 minutes before 12 o'clock. Talking of time, surely that simply means it is 7 minutes away from that most talk about and the famous cricket series. That is the Ashes that's taking place down in England. Expostin is the venue and the city is Birmingham. That's why Australia are visiting England, and the home side would recall that last night at Stamps they were sitting at 393 having lost only 8 wickets. They declared and they forced the visitors, the Baggy Greens, that is Australia, who only batted for mere 30 minutes, and they posted 14 runs, having lost no wickets. Just to look at the details of that game, how it went down yesterday, we recall that Joe Root posted his 30th test series. He was at 118 runs. He did that, having faced 152 balls. And then Besto posted 78 runs, having faced 78 balls as well. And then Crowley, he posted 68, having faced 73 balls. While Australian bowlers, Nathan Lyon is the one that was spitting fire in as far as that Australia's attack is concerned. He got 4 wickets, just one wicket short of that big five. He considered 149 runs in the process, while Hedlwood also took 2 wickets, having considered 61 runs. And then Green took 1 wicket and he considered 32 runs. With Australia having lost not 1 wicket yesterday, we see Australia trading the home side by 379 runs. We'll be watching that game as soon as it gets underway in the next 5 minutes or so to check whether Australia they will cruise and overhaul that score with so much ease. But like by the look of things, the history is definitely not on the side of Australia. We will be watching that game. It is guaranteed that sparks will definitely fly at Edgbaston ground. Like I said, the city is Birmingham in England. Coming back home, we look at the Currie Cup, which is the 85th edition of the Currie Cup. That is where South African rugby legends are born. This afternoon, the top 4 semi-finals, they get underway. That's when the final slot will be confirmed come this afternoon. First game gets underway at 3 p.m. That is down in Bloemfontein. That's when Free State Cheetahs, they will take on the boys from the Jacaranda City, the capital city. That is the Vodacom Blue Bulls. That game gets underway at 3 p.m. At 5:30 down in Durban, the second placed Celsea Sharks, they take on the defending champions, the boys all the way from Mpumalanga, Mbombela to be exact. That is Elenke Pumas. Will Elenke Pumas go all the way to the finals? On time will tell. We will be watching those Currie Cup semi-finals and see who makes it to the finals, which will be staged come next weekend. But the venues, they're still yet to be confirmed, because we'll recall that the venue for the finals depend on who wins the final. Let's look at the Vodacom Blue Bulls and the Cheetahs game. The Cheetahs, they topped the log standings. So should the Cheetahs win, beat the Blue Bulls this afternoon, that simply means whoever wins in the Sharks and the defending champions game, Elenke Pumas, will definitely have to travel all the way to Bloemfontein and take on the Sharks on the virtue of being number one in as far as the round robin is concerned. But on the other side, should in the Sharks, should the Cheetahs lose that game and maybe the Blue Bulls win, and then Celsea Sharks being number two and happen to beat the defending champions, which is the Elenke Pumas, that simply means the final will be held down in Durban, in Banana City, at Hollywood Bet Kings Park Stadium. So like I said, the venues will only be determined depending on who wins this afternoon's semi-final clashes. That is between Free State Cheetahs and the Vodacom Blue Bulls. So as Celsea Sharks, when they entertain the defending champions all the way from Mpumalanga, Mbombela. Let's go for a breather. When we return, hopefully we will be in conversation with our football analyst, that is Motiba Peter, and hear what he has to say in as far as Bafana Bafana are concerned. Motibe Foundation Championship, DSTV Premiership playoffs, we've seen they've come and gone. The promotion is confirmed. We know who's relegated, who's going to be joining the elite league and campaign in the DSTV Premiership come next season. All that and more when we return.
Looking to upgrade or repair your desktop or laptop? With over a decade's experience, TV Master specializes in software installations, data recovery, restores, PC rebuilds, and conversions from VHS to USB or DVD. For a no obligation quote, contact Pre on 011 855 6738 or 072 7706 796. TV Master, the name you can trust.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Everybody's got a thing, but some
Don't you worry about a thing. That was incognito. Time now, it is 3 minutes after 12 o'clock. A warm welcome to the second and the final hour of the show. This time, we're supposed to be in conversation with our football analyst, Modiba Peter, but we seem to be struggling. We will give it a try one more time and see if we can connect with our sports analyst. That is Modiba Peter, and hear what he has to say in as far as football is concerned. So as and what is it? Motorsport is concerned, because if it's sport, we talk it, we discuss it here on Nirvana World FM on Sports Geek with Sibonelo Ngcobo. You can always get in touch with us on our studio WhatsApp line number, which is 0733316934. Our studio WhatsApp line number again is 0733316934. TikTok and Facebook, we are there as Nirvana World FM. Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, I'm also there as Sibonelo Ngcobo. You can always converse with me 7 days a week. DM me, inbox me, whatever you call it all, as long as it makes you happy. Before we give our sports analyst Modiba Peter another try, let's quickly run down to Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers games that are taking place this weekend. The first one, Zambia, Chipolopolo, they welcome our Cote d'Ivoire, the Elephants. And then the second game sees Central African Republic entertaining Angola, while Lesotho welcome Comoros. South Africa, Bafana, they've got a date this afternoon at FNB Stadium. They take on the Qatar 2022 World Cup semi-finalists, that is Morocco Atlas Lions. And then the last one for this afternoon sees Botswana, the Zebras, entertain the boys all the way from North Africa, that is Libya. That game takes place in Gaborone. And then tomorrow, Rwanda has got a date with the Mambas, that is Mozambique, while Tanzania welcome Niger. Madagascar, they've got a date with the Black Stars of Africa, that is Ghana. While Eswatini, Slango Semnegati, they've got a date with Togo. Uganda, they welcome Algeria, while the last one for the weekend sees Sierra Leone welcoming the Super Eagles, that is Nigeria. It's going to be a cracker of a weekend indeed, as the team go for those African Cup of Nations qualifiers for the Africa Cup of Nations. That's going to be held come next year in Ivory Coast, that is in West Africa. It's going to be tough indeed, especially for the teams that come from Southern Africa. We know how West Africa can be very, very intimidating indeed, and the teams from that part of the world are very, very hostile. They are known for that. Are they known for that, or should I say they are notorious for that? Yeah, I must just call spade a spade. They are notorious for their hostility. That's West Africa for you. So it's going to be a tough one indeed come January next year in that Africa Cup of Nations. Our team, Bafana, they've already qualified, as we all know that they are playing that game this afternoon against Morocco. It is a bit of a dead rubber, but there's always a pride at stake. There'll also be what is its place, the tussle for topping that group. Surely it's not going to be an easy game at all. Pesitao, we saw him last week with his Al Ahly team when they won that Champions League against the team from Morocco. And this afternoon, Pesitao will get a chance again for the second bite on the cherry to play against the Moroccan players who featured last weekend in that CAF Champions League who turned up for the Wydad Casablanca outfit. So it's going to be a cracker of a game. There is no dead rubber in as far as international football is concerned. There might not be a lot at stake, but pride is everything. It will supersede everything, surely. Bafana. And that Morocco game, sparks will fly at FNB Stadium. Be there or be told.
Ever heard a baby bellow at the top of its lungs in a public place, far from your best music track, right? For a more beautiful note, contact Nirvana Sounds for your studio and live recordings. We engineer sound to perfection according to your specifications. We ensure crisp and clear audio-video conversions and delight your function with sound, stage, and lights for hire. Our quotes are pleasurable to the ear. Contact us now on 03-945-7664. Nirvana Sounds, powered by Gospel World FM.
Listening just got better.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. Thank you for tuning into
the best music variety.
very good afternoon indeed. We are in conversation. We'll be talking to our sports analyst, Modiba Pete, and hear what, and see if we do get hold of him this time around. Modiba, are you there, Baba? There seems to be some problem with some audio. I'm trying to find out what could be the problem. Modiba, can you hear me from your side? You can hear me loud and clear, but from my side, I just cannot hear you. Let me see what could be the problem, because I'm struggling from my side to hear you. You seem to be too soft. Let's try and see if I can get my team to assist me here. Madiba, are you there? Oh, yes. I don't know what could be the problem. I am so struggling from my side to hear you. Let me see if my engineer can assist me with the sound from my side. Just hold on, Modiba. Please don't drop.
Talk about family when family's all that we got. Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side. And now you gon' be with me for the last ride. It's been a long day without you, my friend. And I'll tell you all about it when
Modiba, hello?
I'm here.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, the reason I'm playing this song in the background, there is a reason why I'm playing this song. It is not just a coincidence. Last week, actually, while we're still busy with the show, the news broke that the former Bafana Bafana and a very successful Bafana Bafana coach by that note, that is Clive Barker, the winner of the 1996 African Cup of Nations with Bafana Bafana, is no more. Modiba.
Such a sad story that we received, and with that, it's his soul rest in peace. And this is an icon here. Remember when we won the AFCON, by the way, we are still young, and the likes of Mark Williams, Luka Trasebe, McFish, Davin Lane were part of that particular successful team. So, and it can motivate even the youth of today. As you know, Bafana Bafana are also involved in a match this afternoon, AFCON against Morocco, although they know their fate that they have already qualified. So this is a match which I wish they can dedicate it to our deceased Clive Barker there. This is a coach here who's been successful in the past, where he coached the likes of Amazulu, Durban Bushbucks, Santos, Manning Rangers, Mazarispek United, Bidvest Vets,